What is up, guys? Crisis here with the first video on this channel in almost a year probably. It's been a very long time. At least 7 or 8 months. But Warlords of Draenor just came out, and I found it pretty interesting. I guess it's a glitch or a bug, but it's very helpful either way. Basically, to do heroics in Warlords of Draenor, you need... Oops, if I would click the right tab. You need to do Silver Proving Grounds, and you have to have a 610 item level to queue for them. Well, Silver Proving Grounds is very easy, so that I don't even know, I don't think there's any way to avoid doing that. I'm pretty sure you have to unless someone knows differently. But there is a way to avoid having a 610 item level. And you still queue for it. You don't have to run to the instance. You can do that, I think, if you're under 610 and you have a group, but you can still queue for it with under 610. Basically, it involves PvP gear and Ashran. So PvP gear is 620. There are some pieces that are 600. But in PvP, they go up to 675. Some of them go up to 660. But either way, if you have 1 or 2 pieces, that should be enough. So you could get bracers or rings, the really cheap 1250 pieces. I happen to win a couple pieces. That's how I originally found out about this. But, so as you can see here, I have 609 item level in my bags. And I have... Oh, God, I'm really bad at clicking the right buttons. I can't do this. This is grayed out. Requires 610. I have 609. But there's a way around that involving PvP gear. So basically, the idea is you want to go into Ashran, and you want to run up here with your PvP gear equipped. And once you get right here, see how my item level, it just shot up to 640? Because I have a couple pieces of PvP gear in my bags that I'm not wearing because I don't use them in PvE. So you just hit OK on this. Doesn't really matter. And then, if you go here, and go here, now I can queue for it. And this is heroic. I do have a couple pieces of heroic gear I've gotten out of this. I can hit find groups. The queue will pop instantly. I'm not going to take it because I guess it's not instant. It is 6 in the morning. But the queue will pop here in a second. I'm not going to take it because I'm not going to actually do a heroic right now at 6 in the morning. But I did want to just kind of make this video real quick. Just kind of to show off how this works, I guess. So the idea is very simple. As you can see here, now my item level on these pieces is 675 instead of 620. It's just a way to get around doing the 610 item level requirement, because there's really no need for that, honestly. I haven't had any problem healing heroics. I've done 4 or 5 of them. Only gotten like 3 pieces of gear because I have terrible luck. But now here's one that goes to 660 instead of 675. But it doesn't matter. I mean, my item level's 19 higher now. I mean, it went up 20 points with the gear I have on. So if you were at like 600, you'd probably only need 2 pieces of gear. You can get the 1250 pieces. You might only need 1. I'm surprised this hasn't popped it really early, I guess. Well, late, I guess, from where I'm sitting. But I just wanted to show this off because I thought it was really cool. A really good way around. If you have friends that are already 610 and you want to do heroics with them, but I mean, otherwise you'd have to go to Nagrand, basically, and farm these. Like, this guy drops an epic item. This guy drops, I don't even know what this is, a trinket. Like, you could... This add-on, for anybody wondering, is Handy Notes, I think it's called. That shows where everything spawns on the map, which is handy, as the name implies. But, yeah, I mean, you could go here and farm it, but you don't have to. As you can see, this gives 69 gold, which is what you get out of heroics. If I accept this, I promise it would be heroic. I just am not going to because, as I said, I have no intention of doing one. But it's totally legit. It totally works. Will it be patched out of the game? It's very possible. You're not technically supposed to be able to queue for dungeons while you're in a battleground, but Ashran doesn't currently count as a battleground, so I guess in that regard it's okay for now. I suspect they'll change this, but it should be good for at least a few days to a week or 2, until Blizzard patches it, which will, I imagine, happen, but until then. And if you leave that area, you can come back here. You have left the battle. Your item level stays until you leave this Storm Shield place, until you, like, hearth back to your garrison, or go somewhere, like, take the flight path. I do want to point out, I have, when I was queuing with friends, this was weird, but when I queued with friends, I could not queue from that place where I just was. I could not queue from the battle itself because it gave me that you can't queue while you're in a battleground or arena message. But as soon as I ran down here and left the battle, your item level stays, and so you can queue here. I would imagine if they don't fix the part where your item level allows you to queue in Ashran, they will definitely fix this because your item level is not supposed to be, it's supposed to go back down once you leave the battle. But it doesn't yet, so I just wanted to make this video, point that out. It's really cool. You do still have to do silver proving grounds, as I said, but they're really easy. Your item level scales in there, so your item level doesn't even matter. So as soon as you finish that, get like the 1250 ring, the 1250 bracers, or the neck, whatever you want, doesn't matter. I would just replace your lowest piece, and then just head over to Ashran, and you can queue for heroics, and you should be fine, because, and I know some people are going to say, oh, I don't want people with only a 600 item level in my heroics. 10 item levels doesn't matter. If you wipe, it's because you did the boss wrong. It's not because you had 10 item levels lower on your healer, or your whatever. Maybe for tanks, I could maybe see it, but even then, I don't know. Healing has been ridiculously easy, so I imagine everything will be as well. I've only wiped it once or twice, and it was because I had no idea what I was doing, and neither did anyone else in the group. So, yeah, once you can easily do all the heroics at like a 605 item level at most, I would say. That's anything at like, if you have 605, you can easily do it. Under that, it might get challenging, but I started doing them at 607, and I had no problems. And like I said, a couple item levels isn't going to matter. So, I just wanted to make this video real quick. I feel like I'm mumbling on now. I just kind of wanted to show it off. If you have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments. I will definitely respond to anything if anyone has any problems with it, and I'll try to figure out why. But I mean, I think this video did a pretty good job of showing off what exactly was happening. So, with that, I'm out. Peace, guys.